Hey, Pack leaders, this is friends aren't protecting families, but we're protecting the pack. I want to do a review on Tech Lead. He posted a video about him regretting leaving Google actually, and when he went to Facebook. So what happened was he said that he made the decision to just leave Google and go to Facebook, and all on a whim without having to tell his wife, and just kind of surprise them. And yes, that's of course, he noticed that it's a big no-no. There's this thing where I'm married and I used to do things on my own and just like, hey, honey, I'm gonna do this, and then we go and do it, and it's just a totally life changer. Didn't communicate with her, and we just wasn't having that one flesh relationship, which means like you two are as in one flesh, because whatever happens that you do together, that affects each other. And it's just like if she went off and like, hey, I'm gonna go whatever party and do my own thing and move across the town and fulfill my passion. Well, look, dude, I have a job at Google. What's going on here? You need to kind of communicate, definitely. And that was that was a very big mistake. When he did that, and he's suffering the consequences for that. And he said he was also concerned about medical and stuff like that. So there's other things I want to kind of maybe help him out. I actually pay for my own insurance right now. It's called MediShare, and there's another one called Samaritan. Since we're healthy, we don't go to the doctors every day, and all we need is like a high deductible health plan. So I'm only paying $100 a month. Between my wife and I, $200, and the only thing they don't like is that they keep you on tab. So you get to do your yearly blood work, make sure everything's low, and no cholesterol. And if you are, they put you on this health plan, a coaching plan, which is another $100 a month. I was like, dude, but it actually motivates you to try to get off that, so you get to like actually exercise and get it down. So then once you graduate, then you're like, cool, I can not stop paying that extra $100. So there's some incentive to that, in the sense that it's kind of going natural rather than waiting till you get sick and then having to fix the all the issues that you get, rather than going to the root of the problem. It's like, you've been sitting in your butt all day and eating all this nasty stuff, right? So that's hopefully that helps. So anyway, Samaritan's a little more of a medical insurance with deductibles and stuff. MediShare is more like a community that pulls their money together and then it kind of helps each other out and distributes that fund to each other, and it still qualifies for the government mandate of having health care. So all right, so and then I think he technically needs a little bit of a passion, something beyond yourself, and something that will kind of help other people, but it's a cause that's more than what you can do on your own, I guess. A bigger vision, I'd say, that needs a team and a community and a movement. So whatever that is, whatever your skill is, I think stick to being a programmer, I think, of that sort. But there's all kinds of applications on how that can help people out, and I'm going to suggest one for him too. Okay. I'm looking at my notes here. I was just gonna take notes on there. So it says focus on tech interview niche. Yeah. So I think especially that Google thing, helping people interview and getting a job. I think might be a great niche. Might be a huge community there on trying to get hired in big unicorn companies, and the process behind it. Build a community behind that too, and I think maybe having some kind of recurring continuity program where they can stay on board ongoing. Kind of thing, and they can learn, but I need some little extra community help on my interview journey, and then on top of that, once they get the job, well, how do I keep that? Well, maybe there's a community there that they can pay and be part of that community, and they can network with each other. Hey, my company's hiring. Hey, my company's hiring. Cool. I want to refer my friend, and we've been talking on this group for forever. And like people get in based on relationships, right? So you can have a virtual relationship community that you might be able to control. And also have a network of people that that are high net worth value that someone might want to get access to also. So that might be another tip. So you can monetize that group of people, in the sense, or that community that you built, and you're the tech lead for creating that group. Okay. So there's all kinds of social media. Social media is just like what you have right now. You have a platform of people that watches you, and whoever they are, they're probably people who want to get into big Google jobs, or maybe they're highly educated people with, that find you interesting for what you do, and that's how your advertiser and your sponsors are able to get access to them through you. And so your asset is your community. Okay, but not only that, there's also ways where you actually want to make that community something that you own. Okay, So if you're not grabbing their email list, that's a big one. You don't own it. So when Google or YouTube doesn't like what you're doing, they shut your channel or your show down. At least you have that email list that you can then move over. Hey, I moved over to Parlor or whatever, and follow me there. If you don't have that, yeah, you're on the whims of whatever YouTube does. So in the meantime, wherever you go, constantly accumulate that email list, and wherever it is, build it up, and so that you can always move wherever you go. And so I'm gonna, share my story on what I'm doing, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I background's aerospace engineer, and start working and whatnot, and I just wanted to know that there's more. And if I stopped working, I stopped getting paid, and so I started just programming trade bots. I had a little bit of programming experience, like doing trajectory analysis and programming that, but it wasn't anything to apply to trade bots. But I did learn some optimizations and perturbations, and now I'm moving towards like artificial intelligence and whatnot. So if that's something that you might be interested in, let me know. I'd like to see if you'd be able to. Well, we could do something. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool, because I know I can't do all that programming stuff and whatnot. But I'm sure that you got already the audience. I'm sure that people who are they're making lots of money, but they want to invest it somewhere. And cryptocurrencies is just you can see that it's a way out of what you're experiencing. The high rents, you go and get $500,000 a year kind of job, but then you're also paying just about that much anyway in rents and mortgages and whatnot. And at the end of the day, it's kind of a wash. But yeah, you get the little prestige and whatever. And well, once you get a family and you have kids and everything, I don't know. It's like your focus is kind of shifted. I don't really care about all that anymore. It's just more like I want to be there for them, and I'm not there for them if I'm stuck at a job, right? So there's ways to maintain and keep consistent what you have. And if anything, that whatever income that you have, you can invest in a project, start a company. You just need a vision. And I know that it's just a different mindset. We're so used to just kind of like, okay, I joined a company, they want to go take that cruise ship to Hawaii, I'm going to Hawaii, I don't care. Like I've never thought about going to Hawaii. But now if I gave you a ship and you don't know where to go, it's like you're just sitting there. That's kind of where you're at. So you need a way to serve more people on that cruise ship to the best of that ability. And everyone wants to go somewhere, but they don't know where to go. But maybe you've been there, and you can take them there and change their life. Give them a memorable family experience. And so if you're the captain of this cruise ship, where will you take me, kind of thing. And that's kind of like the shift. Okay, and if you don't got that capacity, then you're gonna have to join someone else's cruise ship, where someone else's project, maybe AlphaGo, DeepMind, kind of thing. I think that's the newest thing, where if you can learn and solve problems with artificial intelligence, it's in a sense a little scary, as we're just surprised how it can solve problems so quickly and defeat the grandmasters, and we're solving problems that we never solved before with like AlphaFold and DNA folding. And I'm like, what's next? Like, let's solve how this, what's the Einstein string theory that they haven't, one last piece, and boom, we can then teleport, and who knows, right? And start, space travel and all this other crazy stuff, right? So anyways, hopefully that's helped, and I'll link it. I'll put your video in my link, and then I'll comment your video just so that because you asked for suggestions. So I'm gonna, show you the video. All right. Hopefully that helped, and we'll talk to you then.